Hey guys, so I'm back. It's Friday, if all you guys don't remember. So I figured I started the week off with the chapter of Pete, and I would end the week off with a chapter of Pete. This one is called Pete the Private Eye and the Mystery of the Lost Notebook. Very interesting. Pete and his friends were leaving school when Johnny accidentally bumped into Stacy, knocking over her notebook from her book bag. Without taking a good look at it, he put it back in and walked the other way to the bus. When he got off the bus, he walked home because he needed to do his homework before he could go over to Pete's house to play. On a nearby street, Stacy was skipping home when her notebook unknowingly fell from her book bag again. Oh my goodness. As Pete and his other friends were playing outside, they saw the notebook. It had unicorn, rainbow, and heart stickers plastered all over it. They picked it up and wondered whom it belonged to. They thought about every girl in their grade and went to each of their houses. The girls all suggested that it was a pretty notebook, but none of them claimed it as their own. The boys decided to look inside the notebook to see if they could get any more clues as to whom it belonged to. Then they noticed a page that had a drawing of a heart with the initials JS plus SL. They thought for a moment and then realized their classmate Johnny's last name was Sullivan. So they went over to his house to see if maybe he could help them figure out who the notebook belonged to. They went to his house and rang his doorbell. When he came outside, they showed him what they had found. He blushed and told them what had happened on his way to his bus today, when he bumped into Stacy Larson. He asked his mom if he could go out and play. Then the boys headed out to Stacy's house. Question, do any of you actually know where she lives? No, they all said, except Pete. He just shook his head and replied, "Never fear, Pete the Private Eye is here." They all laughed as they kept asking him how he was going to find her house. He did not reply. He just kept walking as he let his cane lead the way. On the way there, the boys teased Johnny about the notebook. He blushed and told them that he kind of liked her too. They all started singing the KISSING song. Johnny just laughed, and finally, Pete's cane started beeping, indicating that he had reached Stacy's house. Pete just smiled at his friends and said, "Guys, I think this is her house," as he pointed to the big white house with the green door on the left. They all just shook their heads in confusion. How could he possibly know that it was Stacy's house? They asked him yet again, but he just laughed and told Johnny to ring the doorbell. When she came to the door, Johnny gave her the notebook as the other boys made ooh noises, making both Johnny and Stacy laugh. "Thanks, guys. Do you want to come in and do your homework and have a snack?" The boys could smell freshly baked chocolate chip cookies coming from the kitchen. They each called their moms and asked if it was okay. Then, one by one, the boys entered Stacy's house and they spent the afternoon eating cookies and doing their homework together. Now, I know that you guys aren't in school, but I hope you're all still doing your homework because I know that you have, virtual classes and all that. So make sure you do your homework and you stay safe and eat lots of chocolate chip cookies because they're my favorites, so hopefully you like them too. What else? So I actually have a question for you guys. We all know that Pete's cane beeps, but do you have any idea how it beeps when it knows what it's going to find? That's something to think about. Maybe you'll hear about it in the next chapter. You never know. But stay tuned for the next episode to find out more about Pete and his friends. Bye!